Okay, my name's Dew, and my campaign color is coral silk. My slogan is "Let's do it," and my campaign manager is Oliver Hu.
If applicable, do you have a political affiliation?
No, I'm totally independent. I don't have any political parties.
In 1 minute or less, could you tell us why you want to run for the board and why people should vote for you?
Okay, I think there are many reasons why I would like to run this year. Firstly, I would say I feel like USU is playing a very important role in my whole uni life. Like the first day I went on here on campus, there's a USU, like it's literally the first people I met on campus is from USU volunteer. And he showed me around the campus and I just feel like, wow, how amazing this community is. So I just feel like contribute myself to USU more. And secondly, I believe that a qualified candidates, I've past experiences so that makes me believe that I'm qualified and I can contribute myself to USU comedy. My favorite book, you don't probably know, but it's a Chinese one. It's from Yu Hua called 活着. Anyway, it's my favorite book.
What about movie?
I'm not a big movie fan, so I didn't watch a lot of movie. I guess I can't come up with one at the moment.
Club or society?
I'm the vice president of Mandarin Debating Society, so I guess that's definitely my favorite society. But when I was a freshman, I was a member of So Express. That's the hip-hop dance society. I had a great time there. However, later with the COVID-19 stuff, they stopped periods of time of the dancing events, so I later quit it.
Do you have a favorite Pulp article?
My favorite Pulp article? Actually, what I pay a lot of attention to recently is all about the USU election ones. And I just searched all of the election for the past year for the Oni and Pulp articles as well. And the favorite one, I guess, was the interviews for the previous candidates. Like they helped me a lot of what's going on here right now. So I guess I would say the interviews for the past candidates.
Do you have a favorite USU outlet?
My favorite USU outlet, the one I went most of the times was the one under Wentworth Building. 3 of my main policies. The first one is to fully raise the awareness of the opportunities USU is providing to the student. Because I know that actually USU is doing a lot, USU is providing a lot for the student, but as I know, especially for international students, they don't know a lot about that. They don't know that USU is providing jobs and intern opportunities on campus. They don't know about USU's having Manning Bar, Hermes Bar on campus and having events holding on. The only thing they know is about the 10% discount on cafe. So I believe that's totally not enough. So the first thing I want to do is raise awareness. The second thing I would like to say that I feel like USU is cutting down some of the benefits we have. For example, previously USU have the special daily offers. In ABS Cafe, we have the $6 meal after 6. However, I'm wondering whether that still exists. And from the annual report last year, I believe what has been said is the ratio of rewards membership from USU to free membership is 20 to 80. That's a very, not a lot of people do rewards membership. And I think that's because USU is cutting down some of its benefit. So in order to avoid that negative feedback cycle, first thing USU should do is bring back those benefits, and later maybe the rewards membership will increase. And lastly, I would say a more practical things, which is I feel like USU can do more about the commencing student package. When freshmen came to the uni on the first week, they will receive a new student package from their mentors or whatever. Actually, I think, first of all, every decision and USU is making is totally reasonable and understandable. But last year, I feel like USU is doing, I understand that USU have the financial kind of risk, so that they're cutting down the working time for the staff. I think, first of all, that's really understandable, but I think the one that USU can improve is the way that they tell their staff about that. I feel like it's only a very sudden announcement, and I think that could be improved. Oh, you mean which society again?
The Catholic Society.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, I literally saw what they put on the main street. So, standing from the perspective of a random student, like I walked there with my friends, and we saw that. Actually, we didn't have a lot of opinion on that. We just say, okay, it's here. Then from the perspective of USU, we think we definitely should do something about that, because the society is under USU's responsibility. So that first thing is communication. You have to talk to the society about that thing and hear from what's your opinion and combine with other students' opinion and then give out the decision.
In the instance that a sign like that might be read as offensive and not appropriate for public display, how would you manage that?
You mean practicing as a role of USU member?
Yeah.
I don't think I can give comments to that right now, because what I see and what I feel is just a walk past with the what they put there, and I just don't have further understanding of why they're doing that, or I need further information for a comment. For me, I'm totally independent, so that I'm not quite, for me personally, I'm kind of progressive. I personally support some stance, but I just don't want to argue about how politics should be practiced in USU. I feel like we have a lot of things to do regarding the COVID-19 stuff. I think now it's kind of already a post-COVID kind of period of time. Previously, USU, I believe, didn't do a lot, but now, as a lot of international students are still overseas, I believe we can do some online Zoom study sessions to get students feel involved, like they just log into Zoom and show their faces on camera and feel like they are USU is involving them. Besides that, I believe USU can cooperate with some of the local, let's say, or educational organizations or companies, so that we can do cooperation to bring more local level activities and events for international students. Like what I said, because I'm an international student, so I probably focus more on international student COVID-19 stuff. A lot of my classmates, they previously are studying here on campus, and they go back to their own country. So I guess they wish that that kind of events happens. So I think that's what USU should do.
Okay, I just want to ask a quick question. So we've asked all of our candidates to do a quiz for us before the interview, and I'm just wondering if you might be able to comment on why you didn't want to do the quiz today.
The first reason is very obvious, that I'm not getting any announcement saying that we're gonna do the quiz today. I think media should tell me this before, instead of just a sudden announce when I get here before the interview. And secondly, I go through the questions, I just feel like some of the questions I didn't touch on that well. For example, like the sauce and the subs. I don't quite know people from them, and I just don't feel like it's very good for me to answer these questions.
So do you think that in your role as a board director, if you were to be elected, it is important that you have a working relationship with clubs and societies?
Yes, of course. I think so.
Okay.
First of all, I admire all of the candidates. I think they are all very nice, but I haven't met all of them yet. But from the ones I've already met, David, Iman, Rachel, they're all very nice people.
And any of the candidates that you'd least like to work with?
Actually, these four are the ones that I only met. I haven't really met the other candidates yet. I guess that's going to happen this week. So I can't really comment on why I didn't like them because I didn't know about them yet. Actually, I didn't get a lot of in touch with the current board director as well. But like I heard their names, I know how they look, but I just don't have a lot of in touch with them. But I guess if I were elected as a board director, I will choose the one to be the president who I think is the most capable of that.